Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nobody Wants to Die. Tonight, we explore some satisfying cyber noir. Hopefully, without technical difficulty this time. Congratulations, darling, on being first. Welcome. How are you doing? Aside from sleep, of course. Anyone who might pop in after the initial tidbits, but I did not show up the full intro credits. This game does seem to contain some flashing lights. As such, very important that we have that warning. Anyone who may pop in. But I'm very glad to be able to. Let's take it from the top. Though we do have a save point ready in case of recurring technical difficulties.
Living in pain, plagued by sickness, haunted by your own looming mortality? Not anymore. Now there's Icaret, a technological miracle that lets us transfer consciousness from one body to another.
It is indeed.
That's right.
You did wonderful
Humanity's
work.
wildest dream has been fulfilled. The dream of immortality. Now, when sickness or old age starts dragging you down, you can bid on a brand new body at your local government auction house. Give yourself and your loved ones a new lease on life. And don't forget, the body subscription service is mandatory for all citizens 21 and older. So protect your investment. Always avoid illicit substances. Never skip any mandated shell inspections. And prioritize your well-being, physical, psychological, and especially financial. Any lapsed subscription payments will result in your body being submitted to a bailiff auction. And remember, any and all violations will be prosecuted by the Department of Mortality.
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
That's not the point.
And at least tell me what's going on.
I mean, point of the movie is to watch it. Yes.
Just watch, okay? This is the best part, where he's questioning the suspect.
And when are you gonna question me?
You want me to question you?
Don't you want to? Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yeah.
And he accomplishes what? Anything?
I mean, that's just
No,
spoilers,
not
that one,
really.
yes?
But he tries his best. That guy reminds me of somebody.
Who?
Somebody from work, perhaps?
Maybe somebody from work bought a shell like his. I don't know.
You mean that actor?
Yeah. Well, except now everyone's faces are leaner than they were back then.
James, would you love me if I had an ugly shell? Or a shell like that one?
Would I love you if you had a guy's shell? That's your question?
Or if I didn't have a shell at all?
Rough time, sir?
All units, code 305. Prohibition violation at intersection of
Breaking news. The president today signed into law a controversial bill reducing the age limit for free body subscriptions, despite earlier promises to the contrary.
Fucking politics.
Great gesture from a great man. Ender Green sponsors Central Park exhibition. This Friday, treasures commemorating the heritage of the old continent will fill Central Park. Free admission for all New York City residents, thanks to the generosity of well-known politician and philanthropist Edward Green. Read on pages 3 to 5. And what do we just take? Umbrella. Suitable for all body ages. Contents of 80 pills.
Kara, how you feeling?
Ready to get back in the saddle, Chief? I sent you the papers.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at them. Did you hear this?
Fuck! What are you... Don't tear them up! Fuck!
The accident was barely 2 weeks ago. Look, the committee already thought you were a hot mess. Trying to come back this soon, that's just got them convinced. You know, fucking medical miracle, James.
I mean, what about all that overtime?
I've been in this department for half a century. It'd be a whole century if you counted all that overtime. All that off-the-books overtime? Bet the committee would love to get an earful of that.
Damn you, Kara.
Come on, Chief. You gotta let me come back.
My hands are tied. Officially.
Yeah? So unofficially, I'm all ears.
Political case. Discreet.
I'm listening.
You'd be doing a favor for a guy whose signature trumps every test and commission out there.
There's a bond.
Why do I feel like there's a butt coming?
Because you're fucking difficult. Also, without your sync tests, can't get you back in the system. So I'm gonna put you with a liaison officer. She'll be the one with full access.
A babysitter? Fucking hell.
You asked for it, Sunshine. Wait, I'll put her on.
Sullivan. Saved my ass more than once.
Has a name. By the stubbornest, most talented bastard I've ever known. Most Coach TH. Alright.
What the... fucking lock. Rats for the brave new world. So immersive you could drown. But of course drowning is forbidden. Blocked like any other exit from paradise.
Kara? James? Kara? No, fuck that. No way. Forget it, Chief.
You're already on the line. James, Sarah Kai. Sarah, James Karen. Let me go pull some strings. Back in a
No way. Hmm?
Fuck that. No way. Forget it, Chief.
Look, I said what I said. You're a goddamn departmental legend.
Legend.
Well, okay. More like cautionary tale. Especially after you fucked up half the city with that train.
This is not something to be hearing of it.
I don't remember much about the accident. People tell me it was kind of a spectacle.
You don't remember. So, what, you haven't synchronized yet?
I mean, I run like clockwork. Probably.
I'm in sync like a fucking Swiss watch, okay?
Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining.
Okay, I'm back. You two are best friends, right?
Sorry, boss.
Sarah, I've sent you all the authorizations. Forward the package to Karen. listen, he's a good cop. Just keep an eye on him, okay? Steiner out.
All right, let's get the show on the road. I need the address of the nearest post office.
Fine. That girl in the hat overshadows more and more of the city, doesn't she?
Sorry,
Well, the one from the body auction ad?
I haven't seen it.
How could you not see it? It's on every goddamn corner.
Is that on the nearest point?
Looks like TS-45-7.
You're in Times Square?
I mean, the best movies are here.
It's the last place they play good old-fashioned crime stories.
Yeah. You like watching how the cops used to do it?
Detectives, not cops. Big difference.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, movie buff. Go for the package. Platform 53D, Terminal 3.
Alright, let's start the engine and get the party started.
Having a goal, any goal, is better than inactivity. An alternative to focusing on the symptoms and the memories. I'm 120 years old, and I don't have any strength left to keep recalling the past.
I mean, an age of immortality, I mean. 120s. Just getting started, yes.
Look, James, we got off on the wrong foot.
I know how I come across.
Hey, people love me. That's just how it is.
I want you to understand, I'm in the home stretch for a fat promotion. I've been working my ass off, so I can't afford any mistakes right now. And, you know, you're sort of notorious for unconventional methods.
Who? Me?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you don't give two greasy rat shits about regulations. The only thing I ask is that we act professionally, okay?
No promises, but I'll try my best.
I'm willing to give it a shot. No promises.
Great. Better than nothing, I guess.
That's the spirit.
No need for a drink. The line will move on its own time. No need to rush just yet.
Enter your full name and shipping code.
James Cara, 77112P.
Police shipment. Additional verification required. Enter badge number.
984.
No authorization.
Shit. Sarah, I need access.
Oh, right. Enter my number. 116739.
Thanks. 116739.
Thank you. The package is on its way. We hope you enjoy it.
Why is the difference in badge numbers? Well, that'll be relevant later on.
second. I have to move my car.
Ah, alright. Repark first. And then we're going to see what our little package is. Alright.
Badge. Missed carrying this lousy scrap of metal.
Welcome, Firestorms.
Now,
How are you
remember,
doing tonight?
You're not reinstated yet.
No worries.
No worries.
This information is confidential and will be automatically destroyed after reading. Select a section to read the files.
Alright, let's find out the who first.
Subject's name is Edward Green.
Who?
Hard to confuse this mug with anybody else. Green's sponsoring some kind of exhibition in Central Park. Saw it on the news earlier.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Well, let me look it up. Yep. Supposed to be in a few days.
He'll have to get back on his feet pretty damn fast then.
Okay, Green, Edward. Oh, shit.
Sarah? You okay?
Shit. Shit. Oh, I'm reading up on Green. Holy fuck. You know who this guy is?
Maybe a routine job, nothing to worry about.
Relax. This will be a routine job.
Routine my ass. What are we supposed to do?
We get in, pull the Icarite, and deliver to the Consciousness Transmission Center. No sweat.
You're telling me the Covenant Chief, the guy who used to be the Secretary of Health, his Icarite's just lying around in a dead body? Fucking hell! Why isn't this going through official channels?
It's almost certainly a favor then.
It's a favor for Chief Steiner.
What's Chief Steiner got to do with Edward Green?
Guys like Green have been shaking down the city for 200 years. Last thing they want is
Glad you're doing alright. And we do like a bit of productivity on our own terms.
Well, heroes to the right people anyway. Look on the bright side. I'm betting Green's gratitude hits the gas on that dream promotion of yours.
Where's his body?
Fifth Avenue, top floor.
Looks like it's Green's own apartment. You'll get a chance to see the wannabe Olympus with your own eyes.
Would you like to come with me there?
Wanna tag along?
No. I'm not authorized for field work.
Not dialogue option. Do you don't leave the house, or...?
You don't leave the house much, do you?
What? What kind of question is that?
I'm just connecting dots. You haven't seen the ad that is literally everywhere. And you don't want to come with me.
I already told you. That's because it's against the rules. And stop detective-vating me, or whatever the hell you call it.
That's fine. I'll respect your space.
Sure. You're right. Not my business. I'll respect your space.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Alright.
I'm all up to speed.
Then let's get on with it.
Attention, documentation will be automatically destroyed.
James, I know you're not reinstated yet, but have you recovered from the accident? Like, mentally, I mean?
Are you asking for me, or for you?
You looking out for me or for yourself?
For both of us. We're in the same boat, right?
Listen, you just kick back and put your feet up, all right? You've got nothing to worry about. I'll ping you when I get there. Car out.
Nothing to worry about. Certain about that one? I see. Very exciting. And how long have you been interested in
So
working on
this
earrings?
job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds. I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion.
Maybe because it consisted mostly of low people. At this altitude, the air was so clean that without a smoke, I was beginning to suffocate.
Why the impressive doors?
Shit.
James, camera. This was supposed to be an accident.
Fucker's hanging from the last cherry tree.
What do you mean the last? Like, last?
Mm-hmm. Let's pull the Icarite and get out of here.
Oh no, that's separate cabling.
Damn. He really got cooked, didn't he? Well, I'm still gonna need a photo for identification.
I mean, it could be him.
Could doesn't cut it. We have to be sure. This is guesswork, James. I won't identify him. Not officially.
I have an idea then.
I have an idea. You won't like it.
This is a federal case, James.
And we're supposed to pull Green's Icarite, not someone's. Moving on to reconstruction.
That's what recreates crime scenes. Okay. Let's just rewind time.
You seen this?
What? Some kind of anomaly. Who cares? It's green. Pull its Icarite and let's go.
The Icarite's melted.
So, that's his insurer's problem. Come on, let's go.
Sarah, he's dead.
What? Like, you mean final death? Dead? Well, just... I mean, fix it. Just reconstruct it or something. Just do...
Sarah, listen. I've seen this before. Up close. Take a few deep breaths. Then we'll start looking for who did it.
We have to report this. We have to. Anything beyond that, it's... I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
Sarah, relax. You're not doing anything. Got it? You're not even here.
If only it were that simple.
Omega code 112358. Suspected murder. The right side of the body is more heavily charred. The tree must have exploded after he'd been hanged.
James, stop doing this.
It wasn't just a fire. I'll find the cause and run.
What caused the tree to burn? Alright.
The gel's flammable. There may have been a short circuit, or someone could have ignited it deliberately. I need to find the source.
James, don't fucking ignore me.
Was of an X-ray. Just in quite a few tools here. device of the generator. We can scan it once we find it. So we got out.
Well, I can see you're having a great time.
Right. The main transformer's under the floor.
Let's see what happened to it.
Shit, my eyes. Smells like a fucking distillery. Someone set up the short circuit.
Kara, what are you doing?
This was murder.
This is a murder, Chief. An accident. 100% sure.
I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. You're going to drop whatever shit you picked up. You're going to write a clean report about a tragic accident. Got me?
You pronounced murder wrong.
I'm not asking. I'm telling you. All you were supposed to do was pull Green's Icarate. End of story.
Can I get it on the record that I strongly advised against this course of action?
I should have known better. I should have known you couldn't handle it. It was just an Icarate pull, I thought. Surely Kara can't buck up something that simple.
There is nothing to pull.
I'm trying to tell you, there's no Icarate to pull. Green's got oxidized. It's a homicide. And it's staring us in the face, like it or not. Now, I can look into this, and
It's not our case. Write it up as a suicide.
oh, it's a suicide now. I thought it was an accident.
You can call it a motherfucking ascension for all I care. Just get it off our books.
I sit here where it all stinks. And it's not just Green's rotting corpse. Someone flooded the transformer and it caught fire. Cable acted like a fuse. That's what caused the explosion.
It's getting more and more obvious why nobody wants to work with you.
I'll look for any pre-explosion traces, then we're out of here.
James, I wasn't born yesterday. You said that before, and I don't believe you.
Someone tried to smash that glass before the explosion. Cracked it and left a handprint.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this. What's he doing?
Oh, you're finally paying attention. Great. So, now the question is, did Green try to crack open that plate with his own forehead? Or did somebody else use Green's forehead like a ball-peen hammer?
Why can't we see the killer in the reconstruction?
He covered his tracks pretty damn skillfully.
So someone was here. Fucking hell.
What? You gonna tattle to the chief again?
Would you just let that drop already? What's done is done. No point in picking at it.
Wait, hold on a moment.
Wait. We're not going to work like this. There's gotta be at least a baseline of trust here.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, except we're running out of time to figure out how the tree got set on fire. So, come on. Chop chop. What happened?
Fuses just blew.
What? Why?
The reconstructor needs massive amounts of energy. Sometimes the limiter doesn't adjust to the environment and pop. Fuses.
There you go.
Emergency lights?
Turned on the emergency lights. I wonder what the chief would have to say about that.
Don't thank me, and for fuck's sake, get a move on.
Trying to not be catty here. Sometimes just the least. Look at an option of being less catty rather than not catty at all.
Okay, this is some kind of emblem?
10/21, 23/29.
It's starting to get interesting. Someone carved this date long ago.
What in the world is that supposed to mean?
Some kind of symbol.
Got some symbology going here.
It's an Ouroboros.
Lizard, circle. I've never been good at anthropology and beliefs and shit.
So how'd you catch serial killers?
I knew an expert.
Great. Then make a call. We need all the help we can get.
Can't. She's dead.
Oh shit. James, I'm sorry.
Let's keep looking. Something went off here. Probably some kind of relic.
To the best of friends, always auspicious winds. Green. That asshole had friends. Hard to believe.
I'm getting a bad hit off this thing.
I wonder which one's the best friend now.
I wonder why a gift from Green is in his own home. Let's see what the patient has to say. Matched to Green's blood type. He was fighting with someone.
Or he cut himself as he jumped.
Sarah, think outside of the box. I can come up with obvious ideas myself.
As far as reconstruction goes here.
He fell from there. If he cut himself on the railing, there should be blood on it.
I need to look. There are some bloody shoe prints there. Okay, so I was slightly in the wrong position for it.
Someone must have pushed him. No trace of blood on the railing.
So he didn't cut himself here. This is weird.
It's not that weird once you notice. The other sources of
Green's
blood.
fingerprints are on the railing.
So he was leaning against it?
Looks that way. They came from this side.
They?
Half of the reconstruction is inconsistent. Someone must have been messing with it. We don't have enough information to find the other one.
How do you think this went down?
Does seem more like it was forced.
Green gave up after the fight and did whatever the perpetrator told him to. I'm thinking he put the rope around his own neck and then destroyed his own Icarite.
Well, in any case, Green didn't jump. Someone pushed him.
Something in here. Okay. Someone's going the other way.
There's a blood trail here.
He must have gotten cut before the hanging. Do you have a UV lamp?
We'll go with UV sample.
Are you aware that UV radiation causes skin cancer?
James, are you afraid of UV lamps?
Call it whatever you want. I'm just not a fan of melanoma, that's all. He was walking up these stairs. Unusual shape. Like he was lying here.
Alright. As far as...
He's talking to someone.
Or like he's begging for mercy.
There we are. Hard to get past you for a moment.
Another trace of blood.
Hit it with the UV lamp.
So we do get this nice and varied set of tools.
Must have been bleeding a lot. Oh, look at that. The tracks connect.
Pull this back a little bit further. Did you deserve it?
You think he deserved what he got?
I do. And it still wasn't enough.
Shit. Sounds like you hated his guts.
Oh, please.
Alright, so what do you have on you here?
He's got something on his clothes. Some kind of chemical?
Huh. The Reconstructor's coming up goose eggs on its composition.
Must be rare as shit then.
What? Right hand. These things.
It stretches across the floor. I'll switch to UV.
Oh, now don't pretend you're not afraid of UV anymore.
I am not afraid of the lamp. Only radiation. We're not discussing this. Tracks lead this way.
All this unknown substance.
Rummaging around the transformer?
So why was green around the transformer to begin with?
The cables are torn out. Same as the one around Green's neck.
You think he did it?
I think someone made him do it.
Oh, shit. What a fucking mess.
I think it all looks exactly the way the perpetrator wanted it to.
Seriously? You're repeating yourself.
Repetition does not mean it's incorrect, though. That's important.
There's something here.
James? I've lost visual.
James,
Oh.
will you come back to me?
Was this the first time that we saw
James!
final death?
Sarah?
James, where you at?
Honestly?
Honestly, you don't want to know.
Whatever. The feds are on their way there, so consider this a heads up. If they find you, I don't fucking know you.
Are you? You're serious? We've been friends for fucking decades and you're gonna hang me out to dry? How's the situation?
They're coming. Time to clean up.
Sarah, if we're gonna keep working together, you're gonna have to promise me something.
What?
I was honest with you.
I've been honest with you from the beginning, and I need you to never do anything behind my back again. We clear?
James. Okay, as long as you keep being honest with me, I've got your back. Okay? From here on out.
Then we've got a deal.
Yes. Now, come on, move before they bust us.
Nobody will even know I was here.
Alright, we got some very important information there. We definitely run out of time.
I leave the body of a dead god on the flaming Mount Olympus. Time to go back to the underworld he cast us all into. In the gut of a body not my own, I can feel this case is nothing but trouble and heartache. And even worse, it's personal. A lit cigar pressed against a wound that never heals. That's me. The second time I've seen Icarite completely melted. Just when I got a little better at forgetting the first one.
Alright. Know what we're dealing with? To an extent.
It's the 537th floor, yet the thick stench of piss-soaked streets still fills the air.
Ah. Indeed.
Paying off your body, huh? I think I deserve something. Take your hands off me.
Quite the dystopia indeed. Oh, indeed. I'll be Rachel then. Rachel and James Carter. No, just James.
Welcome home. James, Kara, how was your day?
Can't say.
I told you I'd have to kill you.
I'm glad to hear that. Due to the high level of air pollution, I recommend full body decontamination. New voicemail message from Old Bastard.
Kara, I'm waiting for a report. You know which one. I advise you to get a move on.
Train disaster shakes city.
How much time has passed? I feel like I'm taking them more and more often.
New body allergies. Heaven nuts. Galacprico. Coco aroma. Plenty of personal history. Right. Tension scoliosis, bronchial asthma, and lactose intolerance.
As usual. Finally.
Hey, I was still using it.
Well, you'll get back in a moment.
You know, if it wasn't for that badge, I would have fucked you up a long time ago.
Yeah, right back at you.
Oh, cocky, are we? Well, what's your first move then?
Jab, never open with your strongest attack.
Left jab.
Block and a quick right.
Clinch.
Clinch and take it to the ground.
Am I right? You'd already be watching the stars. 1-0.
There's going to be a repeated section.
It's hard to get used to a face marked by someone else's mistakes. Though for some reason, it's much easier with the eyes. Once the life fades out of them, they can belong to anyone.
Move in there or what? Get out.
It's time to take care of it. I'm gonna need more space to fire up the evidence board.
An evidence board.
Actors in their own bodies. Now that was cinema. Sarah,
How's the job going?
to complete my report, I need to summarize the evidence. I need access to the system.
You heard Chief Steiner. He wants it classified as a suicide and sent straight to him.
We're supposed to put our cards on the table.
We were supposed to put our cards on the table, so that's what I'm doing.
I appreciate that, but we have one more problem. Do you think I don't know why the chief put you on restricted duty? I read your wife's case file.
I'll bite my tongue here.
Forgive me for mentioning her, but it was the same kind of suicide.
Sarah, listen to me very carefully.
We're in this together.
We're in this together, and it's a lot bigger than the chief. Sooner or later, the report will make it to the top brass, and we'll both be fucked. Unless we consider all the circumstances in the report.
Oh, fuck.
No need to add additional pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a team effort,
You
after
know
all.
what? Here's what we'll do. I have access, so I analyze, and I put the evidence on the board. Is that clear?
As clear as day.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing your wife up like that.
Look, let's not fight. Let's connect the dots one by one. If we agree with the conclusions, we move on. You'll agree with me sooner or later.
The sooner we get this over with, the sooner you can write the report.
That's the spirit. I should clear up Sarah's doubts about the murder. First, I have to prove that somebody else was there besides Green. Then when Sarah takes the bait, I'll convince her about the rest.
The strongest. Example here, I would say, is. So it was mostly around. The what's probably the best example. Okay, let's start with Hangman.
It'll be hard to defend the theory about these cables. The moment of the fall is puzzling.
I want to say that someone kicked him, but we don't have enough.
Let's table this here for a moment.
This is quite a lead.
Who's doing the beating? Fucking ghost?
Excellent question. Want to guess which one's the best friend?
Nope.
I have to wonder if someone just dropped it here, or if they threw it back in Green's face.
Okay. No.
He could have cut himself, maybe.
Like how? Shaving? And we've got it.
We can start somewhere.
I was hoping for more enthusiasm.
Not gonna happen.
Ouch.
Okay, we still have shit, but we can at least ask 2 questions. First, what's the actual cause of death? Second, who's the culprit and what's his motive?
Are you saying you're getting involved?
I've already changed my mind.
Are you the same with guys?
I won't correct you on everything you just said that was wrong. Besides, I'm looking for more information about the evidence. But seriously, no more jokes. I found some interesting tidbits.
Please share.
Only with friends. But I'll make an exception for you.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
He didn't glow at night by any chance? Because of everything in his blood?
Many drugs are rare, withdrawn, or from government projects. Wait, how do you know if green doesn't glow at night.
I don't want to talk about it. We haven't known each other long enough.
How did Green die?
Why did he go to so much trouble?
I passed the police reconstructor.
The sequence of events worries me.
Okay, so these... The dead Icarite.
Damn determined to fuck Green's Icarite up this bad.
Somebody. Right. Could have been Green himself.
There's nothing complicated about this.
But what next, James? This is clear, and
I know. Give me a minute.
Okay, oxidized Icarite.
look,
Is
you're
it the
not
fire?
trying to convince me that Green is behind everything.
Suit yourself.
So that's me from the Toss Quantity report then. I would presume.
You know what's going on. Now we only need the motive and the perpetrator.
Yeah. Then tea and we'll find Kennedy's killer before an evening snack.
Who?
Oh, geez. How did you even get through high school?
What did I pass? I used to play baseball. You forgot? And I was fucking great at it.
Right. Now I remember.
Okay, who would want Green dead? And why?
He had guests. What do we know about them?
Kovalev is a smuggler and the owner of Icarus. And Salma, as you know, is that famous psychologist and a psychiatrist.
A smuggler and a shrink. Quite a pair of farewell guests.
Do either have a motive?
Apparently, he had a heavy foot.
He was just showing off to a girl.
If I had such a fancy car, I wouldn't need a girl for anything.
It would likely be more the smuggler. Need the motive.
Got something?
No, it's nothing.
Fair enough. Let's see. I mean... the simple is probably...
Ugh, looking at this makes my skin
It
crawl.
doesn't really create a motive.
You don't want to know what it's doing to mine.
About what I thought.
I would have seen a shootout in the reconstruction.
Must have happened before.
Maybe he shot someone? Looks like something we can build a case on anyway.
Well, that's a lot of enthusiasm, which I don't share.
Hey, keep it to yourself.
Whoa, whoa, I'm not trying to say we don't have anything.
I didn't say you were. Now stop yelling.
You're
James,
both
this
yelling.
is fun, and I'd play 3 more games of solitaire, but it won't prove anything.
What else do you need?
More facts, or it's a waste of effort.
Welcome, Ash. How are you doing today? Metal weapon would be... the bottle here. I'm glad you're doing alright. I'm doing quite well, thank you for asking.
We need to talk seriously.
Is this some lame engagement joke?
What? No, it's not like that. I just have something for you.
If it is, however, some stupid joke, I will get fucking mental on you.
There is one more piece of evidence.
Sorry? Why don't I know about it? It's not in the archive.
Because it's not a photo.
Oh, wait a minute. Tell me you're joking. I'm begging you.
It turns out I think it is indispensable.
You took physical evidence from the crime scene? They'll put us in jail for this! Oh, shit. I take it back. I'd rather have the engagement ring.
It's beautiful. A vial of strange liquid. Probably poison. This creepy voodoo symbol on it makes it more mysterious. More importantly, the material of the vial might retain fingerprints. What do you think?
Show me. If you have any more stolen evidence up your ass, you better get it out now, before you hurt yourself.
He's the only one.
Not this time.
Consult your doctor. There's even a term for it. Kleptomania. Symptoms include paying for it someday.
Your Herm code?
97-fucking-6.
Around Liberty Island, huh?
None of your business.
Everything was in Sarah's hands now, which was neat, since my own hands were shaking in a delirium I inherited after some punk I've never known.
And one more thing. In the meantime, please send that damn report.
What about evidence analysis?
You got evidence illegally, and you want to put it in an official report?
Let's hold off then.
Let's hold off. I'd rather have a better view of the situation. We can decide later.
We'll have a bit more time. What we're dealing with. Ah, no, we're not able to avoid hitting the cigarette light.
Nobody sticks their head outside anymore. As if they wanted to believe this ugly world does not really exist. Huddled in their little flats over the few cents they managed to save towards a new body. Never asking themselves whether the survival instinct makes the urban rats happier, or is this only the selfish genes, free riding on the suffering of subsequent generations, other alien forces exploiting their drive towards self-preservation, their desperate struggle to stay alive a little longer, desperate struggle that even Green has eventually lost.
The game has been quite captivating.
These people are probably easier to control, but Green, he was one of the controlled.
Having a cyberpunk game that draws from noir,
Ordinary citizen,
including those times to just sit back and revel in the scenery.
James, are you in front of the board?
No, I went out for a breather.
That sample. You were right. It's definitely poison. But that's not all. There was a fragment of a print on it. I managed to reconstruct it and search the database.
Whose print is it?
Who does the print belong to?
It's a damn big fish. Slippery, too.
Oh, you're gonna make me beg? What's the fucking name?
I don't want to say right now. Somebody on the street might overhear. I sent you everything by snail mail. Let me know as soon as you get it.
Deja vu.
But honestly, just having these moments to take in the scenery really helps to sell the setting, the dreary dystopia, and the vibrancy of the color and fantasy. As well as just generally fueling the classic noir internal monologue even in the player. There are definitely moments that my fear of heights does act up. Briefly, but nonetheless.
Bet these are the damn politicians. Every penny snatched away from the citizens. I bet they're all celebrating.
It does seem like that Zeppelin might be going down. It does seem like... well, maybe not. Probably is just a moment of celebration.
President calmed people down, promised to veto, and then what'd he do? He signed as soon as the bill landed on his desk. The president is nothing but a pen in the hands of corrupt politicians. A stooge. A disgrace.
Did you hear? He signed it. That lying piece of shit.
Deadly poison is atropine. Okay, great.
Okay, so Kovalev.
It was Kovalev's fingerprint on the murder weapon, huh?
We have to get to him.
We have to get to him. You in? Can I count on you?
Look, James, I admit you were right. This is pretty damning evidence. But Kovalev never leaves Icarus.
Right. And to get in, we'd have to be a big fish. One of the biggest.
Exactly.
Special announcement. Engine problems have been reported aboard Icarus, which is currently flying over Brooklyn. We ask residents of the borough to stay at home and shelter in place. There is no need to worry. Insurance for bodily injuries will be fully applicable.
Well, might not be quite so difficult to get one after all.
James, did you hear the announcement?
I even felt it.
Damn, you're that close to it? Are you alright? The newsfeed said it crashed into a building and that it's about to fall into a chasm.
Yeah. We can't pass up a fucking golden opportunity like this.
Pass up a No, wait, James, are you crazy?
Too late, bye!
It is very much a detective game.
The bar was named Icarus and met its end fittingly. I didn't have time to savor the irony. An impossible chance to get Kovalev has just fallen out from the sky into my very lap. Or at least my very neighborhood.
Why would you call a Zeppelin Icarus? You're just asking for this result. You are tempting divinity, and divinity will answer with mocking jubilee.
James, are you hearing this?
Fire department on site. Ambulances in 13 minutes. Secure the area. Do not go inside. I say again, do not go inside.
Sounds like good advice.
All you sons of bitches in Brooklyn, hold your positions. And get the crowds pushed back before it comes down on top of them.
Sarah, mute this channel.
What, you allergic to orders?
Yes, I am.
Let's see how we can get an audience. Will you make sure we should find pathway forward?
It seems they didn't wait for the gravity to do the killing. Swell. I prefer to interrogate corpses. Their deaths tell me more than their lies would.
James, evacuate whoever you can and get the fuck out of there.
Little late for that. See for yourself.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Good question. Help me identify Kovalev. Bet his corpse will open right up if we ask it all nice-like. Maybe this one?
No resemblance whatsoever.
Okay.
Burned to a crisp.
It's hard to tell from his face, but no, it's not him either. Wrong bone structure.
Any luck here?
Kovalev has a mustache. This one doesn't.
Shit, I can't find it. Moving on to reconstruction.
James, we don't have time.
Sarah, I'm going to find out what happened here, full stop. Understand?
Okay, sure.
Well, let's get the reconstructor out. What do we need to... We need to find the first point. Got it.
Load of shit. Loss.
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone here can afford new bodies.
Fuck them. I was talking about the booze.
Alright, what can we find in here?
Outside. The content should survive. Shit, do you recognize this?
Same as Green.
Wonder what's inside.
James, don't even think.
We have to reconstruct the lock. Fuck. As far back as it'll go.
So we don't know what caused the explosion.
Not yet.
James, if Kovalev finds out,
This whole place is about to fall apart and take Kovalev's secrets with it. I'm not about to let that bastard get away from me again.
hey, if you fall, I'll say you acted alone. I'm fucking serious.
Fine. Let's get to work.
I believe her.
There's blood. Turn on the UV lamp.
Be brave, James.
Kovalev's prints are everywhere.
Well, it is his bar.
Traces lead here. Some unidentified substance.
Reed's is flammable.
Kovalev started walking from this spot. Leaking like a faucet.
Right, why was Kovalev bleeding? We don't need to be in there with him. So what caused You. Look at this from another perspective, perhaps? Indeed. Okay.
Someone shot him.
It'll become a suicide.
Chief will probably file a suicide report no matter what. I'll figure out where the shots came from.
Got the latest generation? One that picks up the trajectory of bullets?
Relax. I'm old-fashioned, but I make exceptions for toys that make my job easier.
Right, we found our shooter.
Shot from the stage.
Any thoughts on who did the shooting?
Got a dead guy here who'd make a decent suspect. He's great at playing a dead guy. Really in character. The caliber matches the gun fired.
Is it him?
He shot Kovalev before he got hit himself.
Okay, let's look at the blood.
You check the DNA.
Body's assigned to a user named Edmund Christo Basmond.
That means nothing to me.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I didn't figure it would. Employed by Phalanx, an elite private security company founded by someone called Miller.
If I were this guy, I'd look for another job.
Okay. So what detail are we looking for in here? Okay. Gun.
He fired 4 shots before he fell to the ground.
But only one hit Kovalev. Why was a security guard shooting at Kovalev?
Good question. Something provoked him. He must have been startled to have such shitty aim. Straight in the Icarite. Whoever tapped him was a fucking excellent shot.
So now the question is, who?
Exactly. So long, Edmund Christo Basmond.
Welcome, Raiders. How are we doing today? Out of stream, Rosen, and what were you streaming today? For those who may not know me, I am Alutier, archivist, storyteller, madman.
He's gonna have such a phobia. The sight of a match will make him piss himself.
And he'll never light a cigar again.
Ah. Lies appears a very good time. What are your thoughts on it thus far, and how far into to get? And welcome, Sigurd. How have you been? Was I water far away? Must have.
Seems like clockwork. You recognize him?
John Park? The third one in the photo with Green. The main shareholder of Denver?
Fucking Denver.
Unfortunately about the sleep issues, but I'm glad that you've been alright otherwise. I've been quite well, thank you for asking. Do we have... What are we looking for today? Oh,
Ribs completely crushed. Multiple minor injuries. It's covered in some kind of flammable shit.
We found the same substance on Kovalev. What does it look like to you?
Something exploded right next to him. Concussive force broke all his bones. Intense heat set him on fire.
Shit. The poor bastard really suffered.
Yeah, well, suffering's nothing new. Especially for people who eat Demmer food.
Can you find the source of the explosion?
As long as this shit glows under UV light, yeah, I think so.
well, let's build a UV lamp and see what we can find.
Looks like the center of the blast was in this lounge.
Back to the reconstructor. Oh, what's that flying from the lounge even?
Time to check on Park's friends.
What was... Huh? What'd you say?
Nothing. Just that we better get a move on.
Okay.
Martin Roy, the owner of the New York Liberation Stadium?
Shit. He seemed like a decent guy.
You knew him?
Nah, not really. He shook my hand a few times in the old life, that's all. Scarf. I saw this pattern somewhere. You know, from the photo? From the speed camera?
It's a scarf. But, yes, indeed. Jane Salma had a similar one.
Similar. Identical.
But, it's just a scarf. Besides, there's no sign of Salma's presence.
No, not yet.
You seem defensive about this. Solma.
I can't read the Icarite.
Destroyed?
Doesn't look that way. I just can't access it.
Okay, so who are
See
you?
a code on the hand. Will you check it?
Expensive bodies don't usually have those.
Could have been a recent purchase, maybe. Just hadn't gotten around to removing the serial number yet.
Weird. It's unregistered, but the body was bought by Phalanx for... Holy shit! For $4 million bucks?
Way too pricey for a bodyguard. Sarah, meet Mr. Miller.
You think that's the owner of the company?
Not only that, arms dealer, smuggler. Don't bother looking in the system. You won't find anything. This asshole works for the government.
I see.
Got some documents.
I don't believe it. Do people like this always keep secret papers just lying around for anyone to see?
I mean, not for anyone to see. It is a private lounge on an exclusive Zeppelin.
Looks like the law on lowering the age of free subscription is just the beginning.
What? They want to make it even lower?
And add tons of taxes. I'd say it's a long-term plan.
Have they gone fucking insane? They can't do that!
Roy was planning the games. Did you read about that? He wanted to distract the crowd. Miller was probably supposed to protect the rich.
Someone sure fucked those plans up. just breaks my heart.
I wouldn't say fucked up. Delayed, maybe. You know, sooner or later they'll resurface in new bodies. At least it ought to take them a while.
Right. Well, in any case, the longer the plan takes to get started, the better it'll be for the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Fuckers. Whoever blew them up may have had a point.
You got that right.
Alright, other tidbit. You starting
What do you
from
think?
you. That seems more like an accident.
Accidents happen to people. Just bad luck.
I'd say his luck was a little worse than bad.
That seems rough to intentionally skewer someone with. But it's certainly not impossible, though.
Against that much force? I didn't stand a chance.
I'm doing very well, thank you for asking.
These shards came from someplace else.
Well, let's reconstruct things.
Icarus must have been losing altitude.
Until he finally hit the neon sign.
The ads in the city are deadly effective.
Ugh, James, I'm begging you.
Thank you very much. This one was crafted by our wonderful Pepperoni-chan. Who has done much marvelous work and continues to do fantastic work all around. I'm always excited to see what they'll be working on next, personally. Nils D.
Check it out.
It's one of ours? Agent from the department.
How the fuck did he get in here?
Jealous?
Yeah, a little.
Okay. Oh, you're already bleeding.
Gunshot wounds.
Yeah, this was definitely not an accident.
You've already been hit.
He came from this side, bleeding heavily.
Can you handle the UV? Remember, I'm right here with you if you get scared.
Not scared. Just don't like it.
Sure. What do you make of this wound?
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. The blood trail leads all the way to the lounges. It must have come from there. Got a hit in the air. Got a hard landing.
Tough luck for you.
That guy. He kept his cool.
For all the good it did him.
Let's see where he jumped from.
Okay, someone's already got hit in advance.
Fucked up.
Is this more of the undercover's blood?
Nah, would have bled out. Must belong to the guy next door. Check the DNA for me.
No data available. Shit. That's gotta be some big fish.
I'll take photos. We'll identify him later. Nailed him right through the head.
Okay.
What is that? A brand name?
Could be. Or maybe somebody's initials. Damaged. Someone shot through the suitcase lock. I'll check for ballistic trajectories. The side of the bar erupted in a hail of hot lead. Turned the lounges into Swiss.
No worries, take all the time you need.
Into what?
People used to talk like that. I heard in some movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a movie buff.
Everyone needs a hobby.
They sat there in the lounge, all cloak and dagger and hushed tones, until the spray of bullets caught them flat-footed. He managed to scram. Agile body, fast reaction time. Grade B, maybe even A.
Where did he get the money for that?
The bullet turned his brain to mush. It'll take years to reconstruct his Icarite.
James, can you get into the suitcase?
Okay. Lock works. Let's see.
At least we know where he got the money for that hot rod body.
You've never been tempted to...
No, put it down!
Yeah. Just asking.
I didn't intend to take it, I was more just curious what the prompt would say.
Why is our agent neck deep in this? What's his fucking deal?
Have we seen him before?
Hey, I remember that agent. From Rachel's case.
James,
No, listen. If he's the guy hired to do the dirty work with Rachel, and he was up to no good here, too.
we really don't have time for this.
Right, okay. I'll haul ass. I don't think we'll get any more out of the Swiss Cheese Lounge.
Let's move on. How can we connect it all?
Trace evidence of explosives ties directly to Kovalev. I'll check around the bar again.
Yeah, this is definitely the one that I would have more... Wait, no, down the bar, right.
Shells, 45 caliber.
No shit.
Kovalev used the Tommy gun. Nothing like the classics.
Why did he shoot his own people?
Maybe the law.
Didn't like the political direction these guys were taking?
Pretty radical expression of opinions.
It started with Kovalev. First, he served a cocktail he whipped up himself. He treated the next guest with a hail of bullets. And finally earned a bullet himself from Oscar Winnow Edmundo. Kovalev gave as good as he got. In the end, he finished off the crooked UC.
It's all just so unnecessary.
Necessary or not, in the end, the neon got him. He got hit hard. We're lucky. You know what they say. Follow the trail of blood.
Nobody says that.
Well, perhaps we say it now. Here we are. Yes, it is a
Right.
blood train.
Time to break out the UV lamp.
We've got a lead. Trail leads to this guy.
Another suicide?
As far as the chief's concerned, without a doubt. We've got Kovalev's prints on the handle of the knife. It wasn't just his drinks that had a kick.
Who's the knifer?
Cigarette's cut. I'll check the blood.
Let's see what the blood has to say.
Another one of Miller's bodyguards.
Seriously, where does he get these guys?
Nice display of bravado.
I bet he was in the army. You don't get reflexes like that just from a body. It takes training, years of it. I'd also say he had to use the knife, because I think by then he'd lost his gun. The impact knocked Kovalev off balance. He dropped something. This is something new.
You think he blew himself up?
Nah, I doubt it.
Know that. What will track with this? What are we looking for in this dance floor? Oh, no, it's still here.
How much did he have?
Do we have another one? Oh no, here's some blood.
We're following the trail of blood. Again. You know, like they say you're supposed to.
I can't.
He really didn't like this job.
Oh, he did blow himself up.
Why didn't he blow himself up sooner?
Good question. Here, you got hit again.
Quite the firefight in general.
Kovalev got shot a few times. He kept going.
The reconstruction's complete. Get the safe.
Why did he want to blow himself up here?
You already have all the data. Open the fucking safe before it all collapses.
Roger that. The safe should work again.
Is it a real scotch?
You crazy? Go!
We'll leave it.
Rest in peace.
It's a card.
There's something on it, but without any data.
You're out of time. Take what you have to take and run.
Wait, there's something else there.
There's no time.
See this? Green wrote to Kovalev.
Ah, I see. Now, do you want to be scraped off the pavement?
Right.
I can think of better ways to spend the evening.
Could Green and Kovalev been working together? And why did the fucking bartender want to blow himself up in this particular place? What was he hoping to accomplish?
What the fuck?
Sarah, are you there?
Who would have thought that the fly that was buzzing over Green's corpse would get stuck on Icarus? Can't find a window to fly out of.
I had a feeling someone else was behind this. Thanks for confirming.
I wouldn't pat myself on the back just yet. Instead of this, buzz yourself around the Ripus corpse. The one you missed.
Now that you get on this line.
Focus on the corpse that Kovalev wanted to reach.
Time you made a net the bastard was trying to trap me in. I had to act fast.
And who are you?
Like a big wig.
Did you find him? What kind of shape is he in?
Dead.
Just a temporary state for bigwigs like him. Unfortunately.
Why do Kovalev want to kill him?
He died from the explosion. Why was Kovalev so determined to kill this guy?
He almost got away, didn't he? Do you recognize him?
Wait a minute. George Boyle, CTC director.
From the rotten family that invented the Icarite.
His signature was on the documents from the lounge.
He and the others found a way to strip the poor of their bodies to pad the pockets of rich assholes.
He's just another dead asshole to me. What do you want?
You have a unique chance to get justice. Desynchronize him. Buy some time for the poor people.
Oh, it's a corpse.
How? This is just his corpse. It's cold. The guy no longer feels anything.
Shoot him through his Icarite. He'll suffer in his new body. And more importantly, he won't introduce more body taxes so soon. It will take months, maybe years, before he gets back on his feet. You gave time to people who really need it.
You know what?
You deserved it, motherfucker.
Sometimes it takes a monster to judge a monster.
Very good. Good boy.
What? What have I done?
James, can you hear me? It's about to go down. You've got to get out.
Shit.
James, you have to get out of there. Damn door! Icarus is about to go down.
How did you get my car there?
I bet my not-so-great body on a great hand, and damn was I right. Instead of dead, I was ahead for once, and ready to break the case of the century. Hey, Chief. Did you hear they served scotch with lead at Icarus?
I didn't hear anything. Especially not from you. Because you weren't fucking there.
Listen, I grabbed up some evidence. Ties the whole mess to Green with a big fat bow.
We're supposed to send the Green report. That was it. End of list. Fuck. Alright. You listen and listen good. Anybody asks, I haven't talked to you since the accident.
Chief, come on.
Nope. I'm pulling you off the case. Steiner out.
case.
He might very well be in on it.
There's an old saying, if you can't tell what's going on, it's about money. Steiner's a decent enough guy, but everyone in the city has a price. No doubt about it, this case smells worse than a 2-week-old corpse in a storm drain. So many victims. Who's really behind it all? I don't know his name, but I can already tell what kind of man he is.
Definitely not a pseudo-revolutionary, he's definitely the revolutionary. More, if we're going to be judgmental here, the self-proclaimed judge is probably the better angle.
Nothing but a delusional little fuck. Wants to be judge, jury, and executioner all by his lonesome. Buries the needle on crazy. I try to stop thinking about it. Try to back away. Shut it down. For one simple reason. Much as I like the idea of throwing myself into the city's abyss, if I do that, I'll drag other people down with me. And Sarah doesn't deserve that. This city has a disease. Something festering. Somewhere deep down. Underneath the routine of concrete and steel. Below the predatory grin of the neon lights, an infection has set in. It's like everybody started having the same nightmares. Night after night. I know the dream. The one that makes me wake up drenched in sweat. Heart about to crack open. Scream locked in my throat. When something's chasing me and there's nowhere to hide, and no matter how fast I go, it's always faster. And I can hear it right behind me.
No real time to select there.
This has been one supremely shitty day. Lucky for me, I got just the thing to help get through it.
It's all back in the garden now. And let's do a bit of detective work. In theory, at least.
Just you and me. Suppose I could have borrowed something from Icarus. Oh well. Too late now.
Oh no, that is just the moonshine that was in here before. What's with the car status?
Sake. Check engine again. Just had it in the shop last week. All this risk for a fucking piece of plastic. Can't even tell what it's for. The fucking rich. Even the dead can take someone off a case.
Green dead. Information from unofficial sources about the possible final death of Edward Green. Well, a single case of unsuccessful external transplantation has happened in over 100 years. So what will be the cause of this tragedy? Don't have our usual lights to start the car and move on. So this is we'll probably interacted with would then be. So we have no choice then. Answer to our supremely shitty day, perhaps.
Yep. Tastes just like it smells.
The Icarus disaster has shaken the city. Now new facts have come to light, which will bring you live in just a moment, in an exclusive special report.
I wonder how Sarah's dealing with it.
No worries, Sigurd. Take care and sleep well.
Hello?
Hi, Sarah. You listening to the radio?
It's the middle of the night. Are you drinking again?
Relax. I'm on autopilot.
You or the car?
Both? Both.
Did you hear? Icarus is already in the news.
No shit, Sherlock. They've been trumpeting it all over the media for an hour. Wait till they find out politicians have tried to lower the age of free body subscriptions again. People are gonna lose it.
Maybe we'll finally make a stand.
Maybe they'll finally get around to doing something about it.
Hopefully. I mean, I know we can't get involved, but someone needs to tell them enough is enough. Do you know that I barely saved up for my first subscription? All the money was spent on living. If I had to pay a year earlier, I probably wouldn't be here.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thousands of people in the same boat every year. Not everyone makes it, and these fucks want to take away what little chance they have. How can they?
Politicians aren't people. They're assholes.
That's right. People's lives depend on these decisions. They're what decides if you end up in the freezer or not.
Cool off. You're young.
Oh, fuck off with that bullshit. I really can't understand it. I mean, they knew about the consequences. How can they just make decisions like that between drinks? Like human lives mean nothing? Are there any moral boundaries left?
Boundaries still exist. Separates the good from the bad.
Boundaries still exist. We may not cross them, but some people are just evil and don't try to understand them.
Why?
Because they're bastards, and only other bastards can understand them.
Okay, hang on, Mr. Pessimism. Did you just admit there are good people in the world? And they include us?
Let's hope.
Let's hope so. Otherwise, we're in deep shit.
Okay, that sounds more like you. I was starting to worry. You know, I didn't think it was possible, but looks like we're on the same page. James, can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
Sure. Go ahead.
Do you believe in life after death? The real one?
And I thought I was the drunk one here.
Well, apparently in the past, people used to ask stuff like that all the time.
Because the average lifespan was less than 100 years.
And now, can we believe in anything beyond this?
Okay. Wait a sec.
choose? The bank or death?
Oh, shit.
Death is definitely the more hopeful option here.
Maybe I'd meet Rachel in a better world.
It's a beautiful vision. I hope it's true.
Damn it. Bloody hell.
James? James, what's going on?
The alcohol won't solve that. Not in the slightest.
The charms of an E-class shell. Got it from a junkie.
Still having synchro issues?
Whole list. We agreed to be honest.
Yes. Whole list of shitty side effects. Those damn shivers. You know what's funny? I get the worst shakes in the toilet.
Well, that might be where the last guy liked to shoot up. Part of that may be conditioning. Memory imprinted on the shell. When the body gets certain signals, it's trained to react, expecting the drugs.
Okay, got it. You were the one who took notes at school.
Do you take care of regular synchro tests? Are you taking ambrosia?
We'll go with the
Yeah. I'm an exemplary citizen.
The best of our ability.
Important that you do it.
Thanks for caring. This is my fourth body. I can handle it.
What are the weirdest synchro issues you've heard of?
What are the weirdest synchro issues you've heard of?
I only know cases from police files, and they're not very amusing.
I heard about a guy whose senses swapped places. Extreme synesthesia. He heard colors, tasted sounds, and reacted to smells like he could physically touch them.
I know what synesthesia is.
He was doing fine until he died in a garbage truck accident one morning.
Whoa, did it hit him?
No, he was standing next to it. The smells killed him.
Well, as for your issues, how did the last Icarite transfer go?
Why do you ask?
Well, did it go smoothly, or did you feel something along the way?
We agreed to be honest.
Apparently, we're unaware during the transfer, but damn, I remember the burning and itching all over my body. I thought I was going crazy. Seth, my partner, said something was weighing him down. He also knew a guy who felt like he was falling off of a cliff every time he changed bodies. It's probably nothing unusual. Don't worry about that.
Attention! Vehicle in a drift prohibited zone. Hands up! What are you holding?
Seriously?
Seriously? Don't you have anything better to do?
I advise you to cooperate. What's your name?
An ordinary citizen.
Look, I'm just an ordinary citizen who doesn't want any trouble.
And what are you doing here at this hour?
Resting.
Resting after I fucked up half the city with a train. 2 weeks ago? Maybe you heard about it.
I have his data.
James Kara, badge number 984. He's Department of Mortality, but not active in the system.
Holy shit. It really is that psycho from the train.
One last time. What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
Just picking up some extra cash on sick leave. Ventilator cleaning. Smells fucking horrible. Pays decent.
Shit. James, there's a bolo from the car from Icarus.
Hey, check that out.
How'd your vehicle get those marks?
Icarus dropped suit over half the neighborhood when it burned. Got my car, too.
point talking about it. Car runs fine. It's just filthy.
Shit! Bolo for a 99 Bluebird! Hands in the air! Don't move! Tow the car right now!
Scan the fucker. Hey! Do not move! Hands where we can see them!
Did you get rid of the evidence from Icarus? Look! They're gonna take us both in!
Okay. I'll spill. Yes, I was on the Icarus, but they threw me off the case. Chief Steiner himself gave the...
James, you stupid cunt! Will you just shut the fuck up? You're making it worse!
I'm placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Attention all nearby units. Burglary in process at the jewelers. Corner of 11 and 58. Floor 117. Repeat. All nearby units. Stat. Repeat. Burglary in progress. Corner of 11 and 58. Floor 117.
Fuck this guy. Let's go.
Healthy taking did not give us a good option, yeah. It's fine.
Almost got us.
Did it work? Did they take the bait?
Bait. Did you call in a fake burglary?
Uh-huh. It was all I could think of.
Thank you.
Well. I'm impressed. Thanks for saving my ass. One thing, though. Cunt? Seriously?
I panicked! Okay, James. I'm no expert, but the universe seems to be telling you to go home.
You believe in science?
I believe it's 2 a.m. and I'm getting sick of you.
Let's on with the investigation.
Wait. We still have to talk about the investigation. There are a few things that bother me.
Well, keep it short.
It's not the type of murder.
I was thinking about the murderer. He's a self-proclaimed judge who's taken matters into his own hands. What connects him with Green and Kovalev?
If you look at the pieces of the puzzle carefully, there's something about everyone that doesn't fit, right?
Exactly.
I think I know what it is. It's paranoia. You know the saying, the sleep of reason produces monsters? Put down the vodka and rest. It'll pass.
What was that, Tom?
You are my liaison. Don't talk to me like that.
Then call me during business hours, not in the middle of the night. And drunk as fuck, too.
Shit. Just wanted to talk a little, that's all.
Oh. I didn't realize the plots to improve the paper airplane. Yes, I would have. Quite the scenic shift.
Rachel.
Mitchell!
Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink. I shouldn't be driving like this.
Want to sleep at the wheel? That is a fool's errand.
Seems that the whole city's turning to dust, and I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you've lied to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home.
We can tell how home he is at this point.
Not good.
Welcome home. James, Kara, I recommend immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck. Where are the fucking drugs?
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
How did
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. Glad he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die. Drugs should be in the kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs.
Unless they were over here.
Damn, empty. I think I had an...
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there.
I know the layout of my home that is not yours is... definitely troublesome in its own right.
Try to smile a little, just a little bit.
We did leave one of you in here, didn't we? Or were they also empty here?
Nothing in this one either. Well, that leaves the bedroom.
Where is this? Oh, upstairs, right. I didn't notice there was an additional floor.
Shocking! Outrageous! No wonder people are pissed. I'm pissed! The law makes us slaves of the system without giving us the slightest chance. Please tell us to stay at home? Good luck with that. The city is on fire!
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module.
In which direction? This one? Very well.
Logged. James, Kara, welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test.
Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat. Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. A new body, a new chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is 80%. Excellent. You found a new purpose in life.
So from baseball injury to detective work.
Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit him, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Powerful explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing and... Fuck. I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try.
Last Halloween.
So many bodies. I had to get him. It's justice. Bastard kept eluding me. I knew he got hit hard. But this...
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today, all right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
Make element.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
Not day, eh?
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck!
Violence is going to solve this one.
Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think? I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Alright. Let's take a look at our leads.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting. You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry.
But as far as a connection, it's probably toxicology, or the letter. But as far as similarity, it should be toxicology.
Toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Let's connect those
So
to the
one
letter.
photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
Alright, finish as I was finishing that work.
That damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre.
Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Icarite never made it there. Which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
Theoretically, it would be...
Burn to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No.
On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right.
Alright, so... Theoretically, Salma.
Psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was. As the Chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
What was up to here? He was looking at the technical plans.
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here.
Alright.
Shit. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
I feel like the chief's been bought.
Hard to say, but it looks like our old bastard is deep in someone's pocket.
But what did he really want? What did he need the plans for?
Your questions keep getting better. We missed something at Green's. Something damn important.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. Wait. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
Alright.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The feds secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Alright.
It ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
It looks like a door. It must be opened remotely. Maybe I can find something with X-ray.
Oh, here we are.
Talking.
So what else are you hiding there?
Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
The gadfly needs to bite, eh? Nice if we look back on the map again, though. At least there. there was a safe.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Why not?
Idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Up another floor somehow. The Orton's down. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Got it.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected.
Alright, so... Now since we're going further and further up, we're going into the door. Seems to just go into the door, but clearly that's not exactly the case. And this will be already addressed. Okay, so we have that. Over through here.
The wall is a meter from the safe. Doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card.
No, we do have the cards.
Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
Alright, what madness lies beyond this threshold?
James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps Perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Interesting. We are dealing with body hopping, which means...
What?
I think it have always not been... Green.
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Very late for the party, it seems.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? Where's the killer? Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Maybe you actually wore it every day. Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. was standing there before the chandelier fell on his head. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Let's bring out the X-ray and see.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces.
Ooh.
Like you got hit by a truck.
And who are you?
Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
So how did you die?
He could have believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? Never respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Okay, so here's the rest of the bottle, it seems.
Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
survey says.
Someone stopped him.
So you... We shall here.
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. How to quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
So, just something else to address.
Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't you just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Oh. This explains the glass.
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me. Same weapon? Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadis.
Icarite chains?
I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range.
What else do we have? Not the blood.
Blood trail.
No, actually, it is the blood. It's not the blood I was looking at.
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Drake Starr? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. 9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from Eco Marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably. The senator had a pleasurable...
She was bleeding like hell.
Let's see a little bit more.
Senator used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape?
What is she? Ah.
Actual toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh. Don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Alright. Before I get too caught up in this particular segment, let's go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all very much for joining me today. We've enjoyed this look at Nobody Wants to Die. We will resume a little bit more tomorrow. In the meantime, let us see where we will go tonight. And I think I have the answer to that. Tonight I will send you to one Bunny Princess Roku, who is currently having a bit of a special event, currently in Minecraft. Do give them as much of your affection as you can. We will return tomorrow with the conclusion to Nobody Wants to Die, but until then, please do all that you can to enjoy the remainder of your evening, and as always, take care and good night.